What's up, guys? This is Savannah Hernandez at DC Pride. As you can tell, I'm very excited to be here at this family-friendly event that smells like Snoop Dogg's house and where people are openly drinking alcohol in the streets. Let's go check it out.
Shake my ass! Shake a little something, you know what I'm saying?
Have more gay sex.
She spoke for it. She said it all.
Okay, y'all. So we're in Washington, D.C. celebrating Pride. Why are we here today? Why is this important?
Pride is very important to me. I just came out as pansexual this past year. This is actually our first Pride. So we're just seeing things that we've never seen before and accepting all kinds of new things, and it's just been amazing.
As a trans woman, I just feel so alive here, and I feel very comfortable in my area. I don't have to feel like I'm being attacked or being destroyed by anyone.
The LGBT community is always being misrepresented, underrepresented, and just shit on. We need to stop shitting on the LGBT community and give them their flowers. A whole lot of our cultural things are from the LGBT community. So we need to just stand up and say gay rights.
Like, what are some of those things? Give us some examples.
Oh, fuck. How come I can't think of anything?
Tell us what you guys identify as. We're asking everyone here
Gay
today.
as fuck. Gay.
Gay, cis, what is it? Cisgender male. There we go.
I don't know. Gender neutral or gender fluid. I think that's what they said. I don't know. I'm confused.
So you identify as gender fluid?
I don't know.
Pronouns are he, him, sometimes use they. I don't give a shit.
I'm gay.
At what age did you know that you were gay?
I think at like 10 I knew that I think at 10, but I wasn't clear on my gender.
Yeah, I think it was around like 10 as well when I started questioning if I was bi, and then since then it was kind of like a slippery slope because I was like, am I bi, omni, lesbian, and then I kind of like came to the point, and then now recently I've been like, am I pan? But then I think now I'm starting to realize that I'm queer. But yeah, it started around 10. It wasn't like fully formed, but I guess like that's when I realized, wait, that's a possibility. Yeah, I am genderqueer, transmasc, and queer.
What's transmasc?
Transmasc is like people under the non-binary umbrella identifying like or presenting masc.
Masculine?
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm trans and my sexuality is unlabeled. I use he, him pronouns.
Yeah, and I use he, they pronouns.
Fluid.
Fluid? Can you explain what that means to me a little bit more?
Whatever turns you on.
Pronouns.
She, her, it. I feel like honestly, it should not be a bad thing. Like I've talked to people who go with they and them. I'm like, well, in the grammar of things, how would you want to represent yourself? I was like, I guess it, because it's like you're it, you're the it. Like it shouldn't be a bad name. It should just be owned.
Gay. Yes. Yes, I love. She identify as he, she, her,
Oh. She. I guess you could call me gay. I'm homoflexible, really. I do like some women, but mostly men.
Well, I'm pansexual, and pride's important to me because I knew I liked girls for a long time, but my dad was kind of like homophobic, and I'm a daddy's girl, so it was like hard to tell him. But he ended up coming around, so I didn't get to go to Pride last year or the year before, so I'm here now.
What's pansexual for maybe some of the viewers who don't know?
You're attracted to anyone regardless of their gender, so woman, man, transsexual, or whatever you identify as, basically.
I'm a male. I identify as a man. As far as sexuality is concerned, I'm kind of open. Like, if you excite me, then you excite me, you know?
We noticed there's a lot of kids in attendance this year. Do you think that's a good thing? You think it's good that we're introducing kids at a younger age?
It's not like it's killing the kids. Like, it's literally just something different. It's just like dress up. Kids are going to think what they want to think. They're going to have a mind of their own, rather you show them like man and woman or like same sex. Like, they're going to have a mind of their own.
I think it's a good thing. Honestly, I feel like your kids should understand that it is actually okay to be who you want to be at your age. And it gives you that time through puberty to understand if you're not that person. Like if you are just they, them, cool. If you're her, cool. If you're him, cool. Just love yourself for who you are.
I think that it's really good because a lot of people like that are claim to not be homophobic say that like they shouldn't get their kids involved. They shouldn't get kids involved with this type of stuff. But I think that like it should be in adding little kids to it. It kind of helps normalize pride.
I think that's between them and their parents. I'm not getting involved in that.
I absolutely love it. I work at a Montessori daycare, and we are very open sexuality based with our children. We have several children that are non-binary, very queer, and it's just a beautiful community, so I love to see it here as well.
It's just a full expression. They get the chance to see such a diverse culture. They get the chance to be open to whatever their body or their mind is telling themselves. They get to learn that at such a young age, and I love that for them.
I'm so excited for our future because I know that it's going to be way more open and accepting, and I'm really happy that I see children here all the time.
I love seeing it. I think it's great. I absolutely love it.
I think they need to be showed from when they're young to be accepting of stuff, so I think as well.
I don't really have an opinion either way. Kids need to know these identities exist, and I haven't seen anything I'd say that's outrageously inappropriate today.
It makes kids open-minded because a lot of kids grow up probably in a household where being a part of the LGBTQ community isn't that accepted, and they want to come out, but the way they were raised won't allow them to, and I'm glad these kids are raised in a way that they accept everyone regardless of who they are.
I will forever support a child who wants to do whatever they want with their whatever, and I will always be there for any children who want to pursue drag, things that they are LGBT in any sort of way. I will always support them.
Yeah, I think that's amazing because when they're young and they're able to express themselves like that, they're gonna grow older and be even more amazing human beings, and destigmatizing that fear and that hatred and that toxic masculinity. And I think it's amazing, and I'm very happy and proud of the younger generation.
I feel like it's important that children get to know that it's okay to be any color of the rainbow, you know?
What about some of the adults that are naked or kind of twerking in front of kids? What do you think?
Now that's a little, it's Pride Month, so be prideful, but I guess in front of kids kind of.
Making sure that children are aware of what is around them is important, you know? Just because you are around certain things doesn't mean that you're going to be persuaded to be a part of things, but you should be aware of the other type of people that live around you. And if you're not capable, it's a developmental problem, and this is how we fix that problem.
And for some of the kids who maybe saw some nudity here, maybe saw some twerking, what do you think about that?
Sometimes when you grow up, you see some nudity. Do you understand that? It helps you to understand who you are. Sometimes you're gonna see some twerking. As it stands, twerking is an African dance. It comes from African dances. That was not a sexualized thing until we made it a sexualized thing. So as far as the children seeing it, they're gonna have questions about it regardless because parental censors are ineffective. So it being around is just a part of life. And if you are incapable as a parent to explain it to your children, you have to do a little bit of work with yourself. Because all of these things are not just gonna be around, they are around and they're also gonna be amplified.
What would you guys say to people in maybe the right wing who view this as a bad thing? What would you guys say to them?
That's a hard one. We come from a very right-wing town.
We do. Our town is very small, but I think I would just say that this is love. You don't have to see this as something that is really negative or trying to intrude on your views, because if you can't tell, this community is very accepting.
Let us be prideful. That's all I'll say.